Glow is probably one of the most popular Geometry Dash objects, and I can see why it does. It literally has the potential to make everything better, from block designs and air decorations to effects and backgrounds. It really is a nice object that can really add a lot to your level if it is used correctly. But now comes the question, do you actually know how to use it? Well, I used to think I knew. When I first started creating, I would just keep spamming a lot of glow into everything I made in my levels, and for me, it would look the best thing of the world, but for others, not really. Happily enough, over time, I managed to be able to make my glow look better, smoother, and especially not that blinding. And although I don't want you to go through the same struggle I went with making glow in this game, you will inevitably go through it. There is no escape from the glow spam, unfortunately. However, in this video, I'm gonna give you some tips to improve your glow usage, as well as some advices and some cool and different things that you can make using it. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing I wanna talk about is the blending option. I know that a lot of people know about this already, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. When you place a glow beam on the screen and make it any color you want, it will probably look like this. Yes, as you can see, it's not very good, but what many people don't know about is that if you go in the color menu and mark this option called blending, this is what's gonna happen. This usually makes the glow much more pleasing to look at, and I would always recommend you to activate the blending option whenever you place a glow beam on the screen. Another thing that you have to make sure to do is to give your glow an objective. As you can see here in this block, the glow doesn't really have a focus point. There are just a lot of glow thrown randomly all over this block, and it doesn't really look good at all, so we are just gonna change that. I'm gonna make the focus point of this block to be this little square right here. I'm gonna reduce the brightness and the size of the glow around the block design, and then I'm just gonna make the glow in the focus point of this block shine out a little bit more, just like that. I'm even gonna add some little extra things in it so it gets a little bit more interesting to look at. And finally, a really good tip for you to enhance your focus point and improve the contrast of your design is to add a low opacity black glow in the spots that aren't supposed to be the main focus of your design. That is not only gonna highlight the glow and the brightness of your block even more, but also it's gonna make it look straight up better most of the times. Just be sure not to overdo it, otherwise it's gonna look really weird. Just keep it at low opacity and we're gonna be fine. I don't know about you, but when I was a beginner, I really liked spamming glow. Like, I didn't understand anything about contrasts, focus points, or anything like that. As soon as I discovered about the blending options existence, I just wanted to spam glow and be a happy person. I miss those times, man. But yeah, no. If you actually want your level to look good, you cannot just go and spam glow everywhere. Make sure to make it smooth and in a way that it fits not only to your design or decoration, but to everything else you're gonna do in your level. One thing that I see a lot of people doing is making glow in front of some important details from their levels, like ground spikes, making it just impossible to see them. If you want to make a small glow to highlight your ground spikes or anything, you can do it, but please, keep it smooth and not spammed. It's gonna not only help with the contrast of your level, but also it's gonna make it more playable. Now that I just gave you some nice tips on how to use glow correctly, I'm gonna be giving you some cool ideas that you can make using glow. The first thing that I always use in my levels is the classic T3 glow. It basically consists on a glow scaled up to 5 times its size and placed on the T3 layer, just above everything in the part. I really like to do it because it really gives a nice atmosphere for your part. It slightly improves your contrast and makes your level better to look at overall. If you can't do it because you don't have any hacks to scale up your glow, you can just go in any random level that uses it and still, just place it in your custom objects, and then you can be a happy person and place a T3 glow in your parts. But please, for the love of gosh, don't spam it. This is something that you can't spam at all. If you spam this, it's gonna straight up ruin your level. Just keep it at very low opacity and we will be fine. Another thing that you can make using glow is this rather nice particle or shine or glow beam effect. Just place a glow beam in the screen and then just copy and paste it while reducing its scaling, turning up its brightness and reducing its saturation. Making this will result in this pretty nice particle or star effect that you can use as an air deco or just make it appear and disappear quickly in order to make a nice little effect in your level or something like that. Just use your creativity, you got this. There's also this cool ground deco that you can make by just placing a lot of glow shades with blending on the ground. The secret to make this look good is to not distribute the glow shades equally through the ground, but also not make everything separated. You just have to make some parts brighter than the others, but without overdoing it. Even though I don't really use this effect that much in my levels, I do really like it and I should start using it more, to be honest. Another really cool thing that I honestly use a lot, more than I should, are glow lasers. By placing two glow shades in the screen and making them slightly touch each other, we'll create this little nice glow laser effect that I like to use inside my block designs or for air deco sometimes, but you can be creative with it and use it anywhere you want. The world is yours. Do whatever you think is better for your level, except, of course, spamming it. We don't allow that here. Another really interesting thing about glow is that you can use it to highlight any kind of decoration you want. Like, absolutely every detail that you place on the screen with a high brightness value will straight up look better if you just add a smooth glow beam to it, as you can see here. Although I wouldn't really recommend you to abuse this and make bright details everywhere, since it could really ruin the contrast of your level. Even though the glow is supposed to be used to highlight an effect, you can't have a highlighted effect if everything in the screen is already highlighted. Now, I'm gonna give you some nice quick advices to make sure that your glow is gonna look pretty and shiny. Don't make your background too bright, nor too dark. It's preferable to keep it just a little darker than your glow, so the contrast is gonna look better. If you wanna make some nice and sudden bright effects in your level, be sure to make it really bright and noticeable. This is the only situation in which I'm actually allowing you to spam glow. Make it big and flashy, otherwise it's gonna look boring and not that pleasing to look at, as you can see here. And finally, be aware that glow is not really the only thing that matters. It surely helps, it really gives a better taste to your level, making it better to look at, but it isn't really the main thing. It isn't gonna save what can't be saved, basically. There's much more behind making a nice looking level than just placing some glow in the screen and calling it a day. So yeah, just don't expect the glow to be a magic solution that instantly make your levels look good. The only magical solution is to create, fail, and try again. And have fun, obviously. I hope this video helped you a little bit and gave you some cool ideas on how to use glow in this game. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.